Can we stretch it out? Shall I start now?
Yeah, fire away.
Hi everyone. So thanks for joining me. So my mission is to provide MA with a transformational journey to the best you through self-awareness and emotional discovery. So the aim is to provide customers, clients, with a deep awareness of their current reality. And we do this through breaking barriers that are holding us back from being our best self. And if you're determined to take that forward direction, then this is the course for you. So what you would need as we move forward is to be feeling safe and comfortable. You will need pen and pencils and paper and a drink and a snack just to keep you nice and calm and your energy levels up. So the transformational journey is all about bringing realization and awareness to where you're at and how you want to move through healthily through your life path. And we do this through interactive self-awareness activities. And it's all about being honest, and it's super simple, and being together and in a community that helps us explore and uncover where we're actually at. So Ali will be joining me, and and I'm Sarah, and I call myself a holistic mind coach, and that's because I'm obsessed with the brain, and I use psychology and neuroscience to change our mindsets. And I truly believe that if you can shift habits and behaviors that aren't serving you into powerful ones, then you can transform your life. So my background is education. I have worked with special needs and high-end behavior. I thrive on that challenge. What coaching enabled me to do is face that challenge, but without all the red tape, so it can be more exploratory, more hands-on. And I'm just super proud to be here and being able to share this journey. Some of the traumas I've gone through have been linked to family, and the power of actually having open communication and being honest with where you're at. And what that's done is kept my family together. And I think that's quite something without going too deep into it today. So as I've explained who I am, we'll then go into breakout rooms, and just to introduce yourself and get to know each other, feel a bit comfortable with the environment we're in. If you have any questions, please just shout out and let me know. So MA, Ali will explain all about MA and what it involves. So I'm just going to shoot forward to the skills that I believe this course will provide you with. So at the end of this course, you will build self-awareness, enhance your creative thinking, self-reflection, problem solving, decision making, building your self-knowledge. Potentially you will gain career discovery. You will be highlighting your hopes and dreams, and of course your experience coaching. Okay, so the first session, we will be looking at the intentions, going into a meditation and gaining a bit of clarity around what life coaching actually is, because I don't think many people really know what it means and how it works. Then we will go through the MA mapping experience to help us discover our personal journey and emotional discovery. And then we will set some powerful actions before preparing for our following session. Is there any questions so far? So the first intention is to become aware.
Sorry, Sarah, I got a question about the breakout rooms before. You mentioned you would like to do the breakout rooms, two people in the same room to know each other, or how would it work?
So the breakout work, depending on the numbers that are in the course program, they will be broken up spontaneously, so at random. And what that will provide is, one, an opportunity to interact with people that you may not know, but also to feel a little bit comfortable in what could potentially be quite an emotional and deep journey. So it's just about what you would like to gain from that experience, and then coming back and breaking that barrier.
No, that's great. That's great. But it's just with one person. I mean, randomly you will meet with one person.
There could be more than one person. It just depends on the number.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's good.
Yeah.
Sarah, I mean, I don't know whether I should interject here or later, but seeing Marco has spoken about it, I think that it's a great idea for everybody on the course.
Yes.
To introduce themselves to each other.
Yes.
And say what they're doing. And then go into breakout rooms a bit later.
Okay, brilliant. That's great feedback. Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that feedback. I'll take that on board. So thank you. So the intentions that we'll be covering is about becoming aware of current reality through self-discovery. And that's powerful conversations, interactive activities, and, oh, hang on, sorry. I haven't done this. Apologies, guys. Let's just catch up. So through powerful conversations, interactive activities, and reflective practice, we will explore emotions that are holding us back from achieving our full potential. And the aim is to be in a safe and supportive environment, and making sure you're aware of this, that confidentiality is within the community that are on this journey with us, but it's also a personal journey that every single one of you will experience something different, but you are safe and you are supported amongst a group of people. You will also leave the day or the end of the first session with some powerful actions. And what these actions enable you to do is whatever's been highlighted is to be able to say, right, before the next session, this is what I want to take action on. This is what I want to work on. And they don't have to be huge steps, just small steps to make you feel empowered to make those changes into the person that you desire to be. So that will be through personal accountability, setting realistic actions, and stepping outside of our comfort zone so that those changes do happen. So then we will go into a short meditation. The power of this is it calms the mind, it grounds you, and let goes of all the noise that we've arrived in the session with. What is coaching? So I will talk through this. It's about you at the center, unlimited potential, reaching your desired goals. The key is about stepping outside of your comfort zone and understanding potential barriers that you will be facing with. But the most important part is it's all about small steps. Then the main activity. So this is where you'll need pen and paper. So the scale is all about satisfaction of your life. I always underestimate the power of this exercise. So it's all about being really honest, taking a deep breath before you answer where you truly sit with each area that we cover. So we will look at career, and the best way to do this is actually defining what career means to you. What does that look like? And then why you gave yourself a score of 0 to 10. We'll look at finances, what it means to have fun, relationships that you're a part of and would like around you, your home environment, personal growth. So that may be learning, any courses that you want to take part of or not doing. How much do you love that personal growth, physical well-being and mental well-being? Any questions? We're all good. And then we'll take a small break because, again, sometimes we don't give ourselves time to actually stop and reflect in those areas of our life. So this enables you just to take a drink and just reground yourself and come back ready for action. Here we are. Then we go into the emotional let's play the river game. And Ali will kindly take over at this point and take us on a powerful, powerful journey. I don't need to go through this, do I? No, that's fine. We all know what we do here and it's amazing and it's incredible. And then as we get ready to come to a close, we do our growth action. And I call it growth action because it's meant to empower you, make you feel really great and strong and ready to move forward. But because we've gone through such a strong session with Ali and the emotional mapping, I will invite you to just take a moment to just stop and just focus on your breath a little bit more before setting an action of what you can do to move forward. Now, the action will also include completing your map and making sure that you're happy with the journey you've created, but also a personal one. And that may be related to whatever areas are highlighted on the self-awareness activity done earlier on in the session. I will also be sending out a questionnaire with 3 questions just to help with that reflection and see where you're currently at and how you're feeling. And then I'll see you a week later for the next session. And this is just very much about sharing the journey we've been on and allowing people to witness what growth you have done in that short period of time and where you would like to go. Again, becoming aware of your current reality, powerful actions to get us to the best version of ourselves. Again, a short meditation to just calm the mind. And then we will share our maps and our journeys and our stories. What have you learned so far? And again, reminding them that it is confidential, it is a safe space. And what have been the key learnings? And again, I thought about taking you into breakout rooms so that those who aren't that confident with sharing their journeys to a bigger group, just to sit, share with 1, 2, 3, depending on the numbers that join us, just to share a highlight or an insight that's come up. And then we breathe, and then we get ready to set some more action so that as you move forward and we close the session, you have a focus on what changes you would like to take and make in your life. And then we will offer what other up and coming events are there to help them feel inspired and continue growing into the best versions, and then Q&A. And then we are done.
Fabulous. Fabulous. I've got a couple of questions. When you talked about the questionnaire and you were going to put 3 questions, what are you envisaging those 3 questions to be?
I don't quite know yet. I don't know the best approach because I'm also, like, part of me knows that the map will be quite an intense journey to go on. So I don't want to overwhelm them in 7 days to suddenly go, oh my goodness, I've got questions to answer that are reflective, I've got a map to do, and I've just done a load of self-awareness. So I'm not, if anyone's got any recommendations on how to just check in and make them become aware.
I was going to say the questionnaire could be, once you've done your map, what have you learned? One key thing you've discovered about yourself questions just around the map, and then it's all one exercise, so it wouldn't be quite so
and you know what's nice, Ali, as well, is, and Sarah, is what surprised you, which you asked yesterday. What surprised you about this journey? What was it that you didn't know was important?
Yes. I'm just capturing this, sorry. I like that. And because then it doesn't have to be that deep, but if people want to reflect in that way, then they can. Maybe get out my own head, because I don't want them to feel overwhelmed, but who am I to say that they're going to feel overwhelmed, right?
Exactly. And also when you're putting people into the breakout rooms to share, always give them the option not to go into the breakout room.
Okay.
They might not want to, they might want to just shut down their screen and everything whilst that's going on and then just come back, because some people just like to watch.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Sarah, what are you doing about the limiting beliefs? What do you plan to do about that?
So the process, the self-awareness program, or the activity, what that does is show what someone's reality actually is, because we spend our whole time saying so for example, I was working with someone today and they believed that their fear was all financial, but as we broke it down and worked through it, they realized actually it's because fun was completely out of balance and they were using their finance as the easy excuse not to have fun and not to enjoy themselves. So self-limiting beliefs is really ingrained in that self-awareness, and let's not use outside or external forces as a reason not to bring the calm and the balance that we actually are looking for.
Yeah, so from getting out of those limiting beliefs, in a sense, then you have to realize what your own values are, not values that have been planted by society and parents and
that's essentially a whole new course, because values is a deep dive explorative process. So maybe that's the next
We'll do
one.
that one next.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll join you on that.
Yeah, there we go.
I have a question also on the process of self-analysis.
Yeah.
That's quite clearly the beginning of your course.
Yeah.
And, the mapping somehow might be a good tool in terms of self-analysis. We have seen it. So it's good what you suggest to describe and share the maps in the day 2, because otherwise that's gonna be too much on day 1st. But maybe just one question on the map without talking about that deeply. You might ask, drawing your river of life, you find there is a skill that you would like to improve. Probably they already said it during the previous analysis, but maybe watching just 1 minute their map, they might understand that the big peak of, I don't know, something is something they need to work on. And this could give you some more elements for the very interesting, even if short, of course, because in 4 hours you cannot do big things for each participant, but you can work specifically on that skill for each person. I don't know.
Yeah. As you say that, do you reckon there's room to actually, so the first activity that they do, the map focuses on one area that they want to, is that just like one area that's highlighted that they go, oh, okay, why is that where it's at? And then the river journey actually enables them to go, well, this is where I was at, this is the barrier that I'm actually facing, and enables them to unlock that.
Nice.
Yeah, rather than their whole life, but if they've identified a particular area on your 1 to 10 scaling that they need to work on,
and then it might just blend in even more.
But you know, what I find very interesting, I do an exercise, you'll know it, you know, the NLP exercise, the timeline.
Yeah.
And what I find absolutely amazing is how people discover things when they do that timeline, when they go back to that little child and they talk to that little child. You know, I mean, one of my clients recently, we discovered that she'd been a victim all her life. Not the kind of victim that goes, oh, where was me? Where? She just allowed herself to take blame for everything. You know, so I'm not sure that one should leave out the childhood. I think it's incredibly important, because sometimes people have no idea.
No.
I mean, I had one lady who didn't get on with her mother, and we did the timeline with her, and well, I thought I was going to faint, because what happened is that she had been abused by her father as a child. And she had completely and utterly and totally blocked us out.
Yeah. And maybe but all of those areas you could say, what's the story from childhood, right?
Yes.
It stems from parents and ancestors, and it's your belief of what it means to be physically fit or mentally well. And then as you grow up, it's like, well, I don't want to be that element of my parents or that element of my grandparents. So you try and change it, but at the same time you start ingraining that into your life subconsciously.
Exactly. So if somebody has scaled their physical wellness as being very low on the scale, but they want to move it to very high, then you get them to map their lifetime experience with physical wellness. Or their lifetime experience with relationships, or their lifetime experience with mental health.
Yeah. Okay.
That might work quite nice.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I have a question about the title, and about this part about the best of you, a journey to the best of you. Personally, the problem I would have with that is that it puts a bit of pressure on me, right? So I have to get better, or there's a performance element in it. So I personally would be more attracted to a course to discover the real me, not the best of me, but the real me. And because I think we're all good at something. It's just that sometimes our perception is misdirected, and we want to be good at something that others are already good at, so we don't need to be. And we just, you know, use the others to help us achieve our goals, but we focus on what we can already do best. But discovering that for many people is I think also a big part of this self journey into yourself.
I suppose it's that acceptance as well. There's not a best you. You are the best you
Yes, what is best?
What is best?
What
so
is best? Are you measuring? Where are you measuring it?
Yeah, and it's embracing the dark and light, right? The whole you, and how you channel that to empower you. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you, guys. Your feedback's been brilliant. And
Tatiana, did you want to say anything? You're very quiet over there.
Yeah, I've been very quiet because it's my first time, so I'm trying to. I've never been on another course before, so I have nothing to compare. But the way you explained, Sarah, really made me. My questions are: when is the course? Do I have time to attend? What's the time? When is it? How much? Those are my questions.
Amazing.
I'm waiting for the details. Really.
So can I
also I'm thinking who do I know that would benefit from this? Who I can invite? Who, you know, I'm just like I'm more on the outside.
I think everybody I know would benefit.
Absolutely.
Everybody I know would benefit from it.
You're right, Ben. And people, the thing is, Cassiana, people don't know. They actually don't know. And that's what I think Sarah and Ali can do so beautifully here, is actually say, you know what? We all need it. Dear goodness, I'm 70 years old. I need it.
We all need it.
Yeah, but what I mean is,
you know what I mean?
Who would be willing to experiment with this? Because
absolutely,
you know, what we are doing. Actually, I have another question, because Ali is doing the river game part.
Yes.
So is that with every course or just this one?
With every course that everybody develops, for the first time, maybe the second, depend how it goes, I come along and I do that so that whoever is presenting the course can see very, very clearly how it's done, take the notes, and how it's done specifically to their course.
Okay.
And I can do that because I work with everybody on developing their courses. And Marco as well, if you've developed your course with Marco, because sometimes he develops courses with people when he's got time, he will come along and do the mapping bit. But once we're absolutely sure that you know what you're doing with it, I mean, a lot of times we're sure just from the run through.
Hire you for the first course you will deliver.
Yeah.
But then once you have learned, I mean, it's not difficult. You have seen the rules of cartography are very easy. So once you feel comfortable, you can carry on your course on your own. That's, I mean,
that's fine. Yeah, that's great.
It's very beautiful to deliver courses together. Probably I will be going on like that because it's beautiful to work together with another person. We integrate our skills. That's great. But in the long term, I think we should think about at least one service, because each of us can deliver more than one service, of course, but one should be
I've got 4
independently. I think it's but of course, as you know, the first time, the second time, until you feel comfortable with the cartography part of your course, I mean, Ali and I will be more than happy to be with you, with all of you.
Yeah. We want you to, you know, go out on your all by yourselves as quickly as possible, because we haven't got that many hours in the day.
No, but to start it off, I think it's great, because I also, you know, like the course you and I are going to do, you say something, I say something, blah 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 blah, and it really, really works, because maybe you get a bit tired of one person's voice.
There is that as well.
If you say that like that, probably, yeah.
There is that.
But scared, I would say.
But the course that you and I are doing, Elsa, is very much my skills and your skills coming together in a particular way, whereas this course of Sarah's is all her skills.
Yes.
The only skills I'm bringing is the emotional mapping.
Yes, but what's lovely
And your presence.
is they like when Marco and I do ours, it's the juxtaposition, you know.
Yeah, works Levin, you know.
Somebody talking and then somebody else talking, and then it's not just same person.
Yeah.
Well, I could listen to Sarah all day, but yeah.
We could do this. No.
2 hours plus 2 hours, right?
Yeah, it's 4 hours total.
Perfect.
And I can tell you the
But
date.
you are good in math. Eh? I
Okay,
said 2
let's
hours
go
plus
for
2. You said it will be 4.
I went to school. Thank you. Yes, I did. I
This is a
didn't
good
pass
thing.
my maths, so I'm very proud of myself. So I'm
Now
proud
you
of
see, now we're
myself.
starting to be silly again.
So it's on Tuesday the 3rd at 7 p.m. UK time. And then I'll send out more details.
To the 3rd of August.
What happens the 3rd of August? I didn't understand.
I'm presenting my first work program.
Tuesday the 3rd of August. So we're starting to market it straight away. What time in the evening?
7 p.m.
7
and it's the journey, a transformational journey to the real you.
Yes.
Through emotional discovery.
Thank you, Sir Bernd.
Superb. And it will be, it's an individual's course, so it will be 80 euros. It's 20 euros, 20 quid an hour for individuals. Is that right? I can't even remember my own bloody pricing.
Some information about this, please.
I'm just trying to remember the pricing.
Yes, we will send an email. You'll hear from me and Ali probably. Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And all the information into it because I'm learning as I present. So yeah.
Okay, and then Sarah,
yes,
we will get together. There are just a few things that I mean, you're fantastic. Obviously, content's good. It's just, lighting and looking into the lens and how you do.
Yes.
It'll take us half an hour.
Perfect. Well,
Okay.
I'll send you an email.
So just please be in touch with me and then I'll help you with that.
Well, Ali did send me your contact details and then I just didn't act. My brain just didn't do anything. And then just before we jumped on networking, I was like, oh, this is what I was meant to be doing. So you are now at the forefront of my mind and I'll be in contact.
No, but it's fine. I mean, because you're very good at, I mean, there's not much at all. Really not. For example, we don't want to see that door, no. and that kind of thing. So
well, I don't know because the room's not big enough and then it goes into a den. So it depends what.
No, but we'll fiddle.
Okay.
You see, that's better. Doing. You've got the door out of the way.
Okay, so I need to sit more like this.
Yes. And then I think yes. I'll do that with you. And then you need to look into the lens.
We'll do that in our half an hour without everyone else. Okay.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So to clarify, Tuesday the 3rd of August and Tuesday the 10th of August, 7 till 9 p.m. UK time. So that will be 8 till 10 South Africa time and Europe time. And it will be £80 for the course. But if you're a geographer, obviously you get your 20% discount, and I will be getting it onto Samcart tomorrow for people to book, and I will advertise it, put the links out in the Facebook group and the LinkedIn group.
Amazing.
Okay. And will you please download this recording in YouTube so we can send the test run?
Yes.
We can.
Not all this.
All of this. Me doing all of this and
stop the recording now.
Yeah, I'll stop the recording now.